Komodo dragon is one of the most fearsome and aggressive creatures. Komodo dragons are famous for being assassins that can take down large opponents with a single bite. 30 moments, the lion gets a bitter end to dare to challenge the Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragons hunt and ambush prey, including large animals like buffalo. A Komodo dragon has rushed over, biting the front leg of the buffalo that was knocked out. However, the poison-filtered bite of the Komodo dragon caused the buffalo to be poisoned and gradually lose all of its strength. Then this Komodo dragon comes forward to eat this huge prey. Many Komodo dragons came to enjoy the spoils after hunting. The lion becomes annoyed when he discovers a lizard in his territory. Threatened by the lion, the lizard immediately kicked and chased, causing the opponent to panic backwards and immediately leave. A lizard fiercely attacked the lions that were surrounding him. In the world of wildlife, the lion is an animal that is considered the lord of all species. It's a cold-blooded carnivore, but when he meets a lizard, he has to give up. A lizard is confronting a leopard. Lizards can't run away when leopards keep walking around. Feeling threatened, the lizard immediately swats at the opponent with its tail. The lizard is laying eggs when the python appears. The lizard actively attacks the python to protect its eggs. The lizard grabs the python's head, but the body was squeezed by the python. A very tense situation. The lizard, which took a lot of strength to lay eggs, had to fight the giant python. It couldn't resist for long. A rock python was caught by a flower iguana, weighing more than 10 kilograms. With sharp teeth and powerful shakes, the lizard easily defeated the opponent. The Komodo dragon is trying to escape the fierce attack of the python. Being squeezed by the python makes the Komodo dragon uncomfortable. The lizard moves with heavy footsteps because the large snake is clinging to his back. The snake bit the wrong opponent because the body surface of the lizard was covered with hard scales. No matter how hard the snake tried, it was easily knocked out by the lizard. A Kamic young goat was easily knocked to the ground by a Komodo dragon. Although the young goat struggled and struggled, it seemed that the resistance was futile. Instead of biting and tearing the prey like other carnivores, the Komodo dragon swallows the prey like a python. The Komodo dragon slowly swallows the baby goat into its stomach. It only took a few minutes, with the Komodo dragon's wide mouth swallowing its prey. Spotting the prey, the Komodo dragon quickly rushes to attack. An ill-fated baby monkey has become a Komodo dragon's meal. It only took a few minutes. The Komodo dragon defeated the baby monkey. It grabbed the prey in its mouth and carried it to a safe place to swallow it whole. The hungry lizard sniffed the rabbit in the cave. It quickly went in to look for it. As soon as the prey was picked up, the lizard quickly swallowed the rabbit into its stomach. The Komodo dragon is fighting a huge wild boar. After many bites of the Komodo dragon, the wild boar was paralyzed. The wild boar was paralyzed and couldn't move, but the Komodo dragon still managed to take a few more bites. The hunter takes his prey into the bushes and begins to eat his fruit. The unlucky young wild boar. It was just born and was attacked by a Komodo dragon. The hunter uses his wide jaw to grab the head of his prey. The weak young wild boar can't resist the hunter's power. The iguana kills its prey. It begins to enjoy the meal. With the small wild boar, the salamander has no trouble swallowing it. The Komodo dragon has discovered a fallen one hanging from a tree branch. The hunter quickly approached the prey. It tries to reach out to catch the one that fell on high. After many missed bites, the Komodo dragon finally pulled the prey to the ground. It quickly swallowed the prey into its mouth. A fierce battle between the lizard and the cat takes place under the water. Even though he struggled, the cat still couldn't escape this huge enemy. The cat tries to swim to the shore, but the lizard doesn't lose its prey easily. It grabs the prey's head and carries it away. The fight between the Komodo versus the Pitbull. Who will win? Possessing overwhelming fighting ability and strength, the Pitbull easily controls the Komodo dragons. Sensing danger, the lizard quickly ran away from the dog's pursuit. Luckily, it quickly climbed the tree to escape. A fierce encounter between a pack of dogs and an iguana. A dog aggressively rushed to grab the opponent's tail and pull it back. Helpless iguana, unable to resist the aggressive dog. A lizard was attacked by two dogs on the road. However, the lizard was extremely calm and tried to evade. Two big dogs, but they dare not attack each other right away. They just barked continuously and surrounded the lizards, but none of them dared to take the risk. Despite being surrounded by dogs, the lizard calmly retreated to a corner. Suddenly, it rushed out to attack the nearby puppy. The poor puppy being attacked by lizards continuously. After being attacked by a lizard, the puppy was extremely scared and only dared to bark from afar. Although there were many, the dogs did not dare to attack, but barked continuously at the enemy. The lizard was not afraid. It still rushed out to attack the puppy, causing the dog to cry out in pain. The domestic dog discovered that the iguana was wading in the water and rushed to the swamp. The dogs didn't like the appearance of strangers. They teamed up to chase away the reptile. A dog has aggressively jumped into the water and violently swam at the opponent. Do not stand still and endure the battle. The monitor swims away to avoid causing trouble. Seeing the appearance of a lizard, the dog approached and barked toward the opponent. The dog actively rushed to bite the opponent's neck, but the lizard didn't have any reaction. Looks like the dog's bite hurt the lizard lying motionless on the ground. A lizard is confronting an aggressive domestic dog. After a while of probing, the two confronted each other, but the dog decided to leave, ignoring the lizard. Discovered a lizard has entered the garden. The dog immediately surrounded this strange creature. The dog seems to be interested in the lizard. It jumps to block the opponent's head. Suddenly, the reptile swung its tail and hit the dog in the face. Occasionally, the lizard enters the forest houses to find and catch chicks and ducklings. Seeing the lizards walking past, the lion cub standing in the corner growling at the stranger. Out of curiosity, they approached and stopped in front of the opponent. The lizard was angry, and it used to chase and hit the lion, making the two lions no longer dare to approach and run away. The opossum is facing danger. A lizard is crawling up the tree towards the opossum's nest. The opossum screams menacingly at the hunter, who is swarming his nest. The lizard is finding its way into the opossum's nest. Entering the cave entrance, the lizard quickly rushed in to attack the opponent. The opossum is not a gentle animal. It also aggressively attacked the enemy. The lizard panicked and ran away. Tiger wandering by the lake was suddenly attacked by a crocodile. The tiger actively attacks and it holds the crocodile. The struggle of the crocodile is useless when the mastery right from the beginning belongs to the tiger. Although the monkey was already on the high branch, the tiger still climbed carefully step by step. It started to step one foot to the side of the tree where the monkey was. The tiger watched the next steps to capture the monkey, because being in the trees was not to his advantage. With its lithe and flexible body, the monkey quickly moved to another branch to avoid the tiger's claws. The tiger fell to the ground painfully with a disappointed expression. A wild dog leisurely passed a tiger lying on the ground. Suddenly, the tiger woke up and startled the dog. It quickly reacted, but with its thin body, it's no match for a tiger. The tiger immediately grabbed the poor dog's head. When the dog no longer has the strength to resist, the tiger grabs the prey and leaves. A tiger is lying down watching the dingoes and deers in the water. After observing it for a while, it rushed towards the attack, the small dingo, but failed. The tiger is taking the python step by step into the bush to enjoy its prey. After every hunt, this is the time when every hunter wants to enjoy his achievements. Such as a long python should be divided equally among 3 tigers. After eating the prey, the tiger left. The fight of 2 adult male tigers is often due to the competition for territory or mates. They rush to wrestle each other with roars that increase the drama of the battle. The tiger below has gradually lost all resistance and struggled weakly. Suddenly, the weaker tiger got up and the two no longer rushed to attack each other. The 2 children quietly left together. A tiger's distant gaze in one direction is always the beginning of a hunt. The unlucky wild boar was caught in the tiger's sights today. Still, the same old trick, the tiger grabs the bait. Although it's old, it always gets good results. Along with the bear's leisurely step in the tiger's calculated move. Footsteps that begin to speed up is the signal that the chase has begun. 3 tigers very quickly defeated the North American black bear. The chase of tigers and wild boars are never boring. The next scene is a monkey swinging dynamically from branch to branch. It used the advantage of being on the tree and stretched out its hand to challenge the tiger below. It leisurely swings back and forth from time to time, reaching down to grab the tiger's tail. To be able to play with the patience and helplessness of the tigers below seems a delight to the monkey. Bored of playing, the monkey swings away. The buffalo herd was peaceful together when a tiger rushed to attack the buffalo in the herd. The tiger was probably too hungry to take a risk when daring to plunge into the herd of mature buffalo like this. In the end, the tiger can't even get his own meal. The wild boar's anguished cry is enough to know how big the tiger's bite and power is. They are the largest of the feline family, and they have a bite force up to 738,000 kilograms per meter squared, nearly twice that of the lion. It's no exaggeration to say that wild boars are always a favorite prey of tigers because they are always highly conquering. It attacks the baby deer. The mother deer tries to drive away the dilo to protect the baby deer. Despite the intervention of the adult deer, the dilo still attacks the fawn fiercely. Busy chasing away the enemy, the mother deer abandoned her baby deer. The fierce battle of lions and tigers is going on. The tiger is in the water, watching the wild boar walking alone. Seeing the opportunity, it immediately grabbed the wild boar and tried hard to control it. Still, the same old move, it bit the wild boar's head even though the wild boar whirled around. The wild boar seemed to have exhausted its strength. It gave up and no longer resisted. A tiger is slowly gaining momentum. It seems that there is prey already in its sights. Both the prey of the tiger are so fast that it's like watching a marathon. The quickness paid off. A fierce battle is happening between the North American black bear and the king of the jungle. Seeing the situation seemed to be unfavorable for his own kind, the North American black bear ran away first. The tiger has always prevailed with its sharp teeth embedded in the bear's neck. It continuously grabbed and pushed the ugly bear to the ground. The bear was injured, but still fiercely responded to the tiger's blows. The bear seemed to be going crazy. It rushed in to attack the tiger, making the tiger unable to react. The tiger's walking around assessing its prey. Perhaps out of curiosity, the tiger approached to see without any purpose. So it turned and left. From a distance, we can see a tiger trying to pull an African buffalo. The buffaloes outside also rushed in to help, but couldn't do anything about the tiger. The tiger still holds the buffalo on the ground. The tiger from afar is calculating the steps to grab the prey as quickly as possible. As expected, it grabbed the baby deer under its body. The baby deer was grabbed by the neck but still struggled in the last moments of its life. After a while of chasing each other, the tiger has already mastered the position of this war. The wild boar's aggression and stubbornness make it one of the tiger's most difficult prey. Every time the tiger takes careful steps, I know it has found today's prey. It started to accelerate towards the standing antelope herd. It grabbed the smallest one in the herd and slowly left. The lion's mighty roar made the battle even more intense. The two always rush to attack each other with their strongest moves. Tigers always seem to want to keep the lion under their body, But with the size of the lion, this is difficult. The tiger seems to be tired and lying on the ground. The lion seems to be very energetic. The lion still rushes to attack, but his bravery does not allow him to continue fighting with the dying. As an adult python can be 12.8 meters to 15.3 meters long, about 1,135 kilograms to 1,315 kilograms. The pythons can swallow prey 5 times bigger than themselves. The tiger facing the cold-blooded hunter who is no less than himself. With the size of the python and its slaps when it responds to the tiger's claws is really questionable. With the technique of squeezing the prey to death, the python is being applied to this tiger. The tiger is still trying to struggle in vain, but will something unexpected happen to the tiger, and will it escape from the python? The cunning lion is approaching the baboons. Baboons try to escape, but they still can't escape the lion's claws. The lion successfully caught the baboon. It pulled the prey to a safe place to handle. The lions in the herd ran up. They shared the prey with each other. Flock of hungry lions fighting for prey. A lion mistakenly entered the territory of the baboons. Baboons proceeded to drive this uninvited guest out of its territory. The lion is unusually weak today and is planning something else. In fact, the lion is luring the baboons off guard, waiting for his teammates to arrive to easily deal with the baboons. The beginning of today's video is an internal battle between 2 adult gorillas. They stand on 2 legs, arms curled into fists, punching each other continuously. For unknown reasons, these 3 gorillas rushed into each other. They mainly use their claws to scratch towards their opponent. The battle shows no signs of stopping. Baboon is trying to fight to the last breath against the opponent as strong as a lion. The baby baboon is in a very dangerous situation. A lion climbs up a tree to catch the baby baboon. Unable to dodge the blow, the baby baboon fell from the tree. The lion below rushed to catch the baby baboon that had just fallen into the water. Gelada monkeys fight each other for their children. They attack each other very skillfully. They probe each other first. Then they proceed to launch their claws at their opponent. After a few minutes of fighting, the winner is clear, a Gelada monkey on the run. Raccoon Weasel went to the wrong place when the chimpanzees lived. Raccoon took advantage of the opportunity to run away, but was caught by the chimpanzee who threw it hard to the ground. The raccoon was about to run into his burrow, but was blocked by a chimpanzee. The raccoon was hard to escape. The lion suddenly jumped up, stood on its hind legs, and its front legs reached to catch the baby monkey. As a result, in a split second, the lion hunted the prey. Poor baby monkey caught by the cunning lion. The baby monkey tried to struggle at first, but the lion's force was too strong for this small animal. The lion is a highly social species, but it can still avoid internal battles. Two extremely ferocious lions launching the most dangerous moves at the opponent. The battle is difficult to win or lose. The fierce battle of the male lions is the real man. With a 2-to-1 ratio, the lion is at a disadvantage. They frantically wrestled with each other. Using their sharp teeth, the lion bit into the opponent. This is the lion's fatal attack in this battle, biting on the bare neck of this animal's favorite spot. It was that move that seriously injured the lion. Lions and baboons clashing with each other is not uncommon in the wild. The lion even climbed a tree to chase the baby baboon. The situation of the two sides is struggling. A lion was moving when suddenly a group of lions ran down from the cliff and attacked it. There was no greeting, they fought fiercely. The male lion that appeared was also kicked out by the female lions. The speared lion also turned to attack the male lion. The war showed signs of stopping. The two sides decided to go on to the negotiating table. The leader of the gorillas lost control, rushed to attack his family. The gorillas tried to stop it, but the leader was too angry. It attacks everyone who gets in its way. Touching the baby gorilla made the gorillas angry and reacting. Lost lion cubs easily become the targeted prey. The baboon holding a lion cub gracefully jumps from tree to tree. The baboon didn't hurt the cub, but he wanted to teach the mother lion a lesson. The lions are encircling the baboon. The agile baboon jumped up onto the tree to escape. The lions can't fit and are unable to follow them up the tree. After a few minutes, the lion gave up and ran back to its pack. Huge gorilla suddenly rushed up to attack the mother gorilla. It bit hard onto the mother gorilla's neck. Mother gorilla is angry, bringing her baby monkey to chase and respond to the enemy. This monkey was discovered and chased by the lions. Because of its limited ability, the lion caught the baby monkey in a moment. The lion bit and pounced on the baby monkey. If luck doesn't come, the baby monkey will die. The mischievous monkey plays with the tigers. Thanks to his superior tree climbing ability, the monkey repeatedly hit the tigers on the ground. Even though they were teased, the tigers couldn't do anything about this monkey. When it got bored playing, it jumped from tree to the leaf, and the two tigers returned to the forest. For unknown reasons, two lions rushed into a fierce fight. After a while, the lion was seriously injured. Its face is full of color. The claws on its legs are also hurt. What if the lion was attacked by its own kind? The lion was injured quite badly. It bared its teeth to warn the lions of the opposite side. Without heeding the warning, the lions came to bite the lying lion. But the lion was extremely resilient and it comes to fight. The person is full of wounds, big and small. The lion is gradually exhausted and has no strength left. Fortunately, the lions did not intend to take this lion's life, so they stopped the fight. Discover the gorilla species at close range. Someone attacked by gorillas. A large gorilla was approaching the tour group and it pulled on the tourist's leg. Luckily, it was just a warning. A lion determined to climb up the tree to catch the baby monkey. The lion was careless, slipped with the monkey and fell from the tree. Not sure where the monkey was hiding, the two lions frantically searched. Wolf and dogs try to bite each other. The dog that bit the wolf lay curled in pain. The wolf tries to grab the sharp claws to try to get out. The wolf has gradually weakened, but the dog is still strong enough to defeat the wolf until the end. After being tormented by the dog for a while, the wolf used all of its strength to struggle. The dog, protecting each other, rushed to tear at the wolf. The wolf was bitten on all sides by the dogs and in pain. The wolf escaped and managed to run away. After running for a while, the dog galloped up and continued to tear at and not let go. The wolf gradually became exhausted. Tried to run away again, but the wolf still couldn't escape the dogs. A pack of wolves was walking and they didn't know that the Tibetan Mastiff had got lost. And just like that, they saw that the Tibetan Mastiff and rushed to bite each other. The wolves around saw this and immediately went to help their comrades. Suffered the pain of the Tibetan Mastiff, it got up and bit the wolves. In the hot sun, the two wolves still played with each other and have wanted to win or lose. A wolf was crushed to the ground, but it was undeterred and still determined to get up. When he got up, the wolf tried to bite back, but it didn't seem to work. The wolf's bites the opponent's head, stunning its opponent. The competition was decided, but the wolf still kept the opponent from moving. The two wolves ran away up to the dog on the leash, and without waiting for the dog to react, the two wolves rushed in and bit it. The wolves struggled to pull the dog off the leash. The dogs next to him ran to save him, but because his leash, he couldn't reach him. The dog suddenly helpless and watching the barking. After the efforts of the wolves, the chain finally broke and the dog was taken away by the wolves. When the dog lost focus, the wolf took the opportunity to bite the dog's neck right away. Tried to pull away, but the wolf bit too hard on the dog's neck. The dog has gradually lost its strength and no longer resists. Seeing the dog was silent, the wolf released the dog. Probably due to the dog's resistance, the wolf used all his strength to rush in and take a fatal bite. After an unsuccessful protest, the dog lay still in the wolf's mouth. I don't know what the wolf did to that dog to make the two dogs so rebellious. The wolf was bitten by two dogs and buried in the cold snow, unable to get up. The dog was constantly being thrown from the wolf dog from side to side. The dog had no intention of sparing the wolf, continuing to play with the wolf until the end. Must be free, the dog is looking for someone to play with. Seeing the dog chained at the pole, another dog came to tease this dog but did not expect this dog to still be able to fight so fiercely. Showed no signs of stopping even though the other dog was getting weaker. Late at night, there was no snow covered, and the wolf went hunting and met a dog guarding the house. It didn't look good, the dog attacked and chased the wolf. After a while, the wolf called his teammates to help. Now the dog is no longer a rival of the wolf. The dog was bitten by two wolves, blocking its heat from escaping. Even though the dog was in so much pain, he tried to get up with all of its strength, but it didn't work. But the two wolves still worked hard to grab it, not wanting to miss this delicious prey. The wolf wanted to drag the dog to another place to eat, but they couldn't because the dog still had a rope around its neck. To easily find prey, wolves went in groups to quickly capture and desire the prey. It seems fragile for the dogs to escape from this pack of wolves. After the bites of the wolves, the dog let go. So the dog lay still and the wolves split up and shared the spoils. The two wolves were watching the rabbit carefully without taking their eyes off it. When the time came, the two wolves rushed out without hesitation and went straight to the rabbit. Undoubtedly, the species is ranked as one of the fastest running species in the world. So later on, the rabbit's movement speed decreases. Then it will be the prey for the wolves. A pack of wolves was wandering about, probably looking for prey. Still not knowing the approaching danger, the wolves were already standing around. Without waiting for more, the pack of wolves began to attack their prey. Before he could resist the wolf, the bison was mercilessly rammed in the butt by his comrade's indifference. The bison should also have a chance to escape. No one expected that his teammates would cause him so much of a short fate. So the bison was in the mouth of the wolves. Seeing the dog standing alone, the wolf rushed over. The dog didn't panic and jumped to bite, but it didn't hit. But in the end, the dog still couldn't get rid of this wild wolf. The dog was watching when he saw something out of curiosity, so he ran over. But he did not expect it to be a pack of wolves. The wolves rushed to bite the dog. Never stopped running, but the dog was still caught by the wolves. After the pain of the dog was carried away by wolves. The two wolves tried to chase the bison herd away. It's unfortunate that the bison has lost its herd. The end was not so lucky for the bison when his thigh was too close to the wolf's mouth. Wolves have come together to bite and tear at the bison. A merciless butt of a bison thinking it will finish off the wolf. But no, the wolf still bravely stood up to attack the bison. Carefully tiptoeing to approach the prey is the most skillful way. When given the opportunity, the wolf rushes to correct prey and another wolf rushes to assist. The elk saw this and ran away. The two wolves also sped to chase and not lose their prey. Tired of chasing the moose, he turned back to protest. On the cliff, the wolf is aiming for its prey. The deer doesn't know what's going on and is still engrossed in eating the grass. The wolf tried his best to run at the deer. The deer must have known that the wolf was chasing him, so they ran away. And finally, the wolf pounced and bit the deer perfectly, an unashamedly wild animal. There must be something wrong with the grey elk running around. The wolf never knew how to target the moose. Seeing a stray moose, the wolf rushed to bite the moose's butt. The elk tried to run away, but still couldn't escape from the wolf's sharp teeth. A pack of wolves stood howling in the cold snow, perhaps looking for a lost member of their family. The whole herd races to run, not knowing whether they're looking for prey or just racing. No wolf gives way. Just races where they bit each other. These two wolves will definitely fight until the end. This wolf must have lost its pack. The contest is not over yet. Not a single wolf has given way. We hope that you've really enjoyed and found interesting and useful values from the gecko. We'll continue to bring you exciting stories, information and experiences about the animal world in the future. Thank you for accompanying us.